Don't say that we did not warn you. On July 24th, 2016, about 4 years ago, we released a crop circle video when we saw a bat crop circle appearing in Figsbury Rings 2 days before. We called this a warning of a disease outbreak, and one that would spread the next day in Ranscombe, with a police badge being a sign of the coming police state. While both of these Wilshire crop circles appeared around the same time, it seemed to indicate an ever-worsening conflict. The video generated less than 6,000 views, and our channel, because of our refusal to use misleading titles, nor saying what we did not believe in, we were then blacklisted by who knows what power. Our advertising revenues dropped 99.5%. We fought the no ads ban on our videos, and we won. Yes, we fought and won over 50 falsely placed copyright claims. It is a miracle that we are still sticking to what we do. And luckily, we did not create this video channel for money. But the lack of support did erode our enthusiasm. After all, we were just trying to help. But if our messages fell on deaf ears, well, what's the point? However, despite the setback, we continued sharing important messages. Like this video, which was titled, "Doomsday Plague is Here, According to Nostradamus." That was released in December of 2018. We corrected the quatrain that gave detailed information of the epicenter of the coming plague. We said it is a doomsday plague in a twin city, but we failed to know which twin city it might be until about a year later. That's when the virus was reported first in Wuhan. Looking back now to December 2019, which, by the way, seems like a century ago, the world has indeed changed so much during the last 6 months. We knew that this plague must be fought with all of our might, and we released videos on what we saw, from Chinese ancient prophecies to science-based medical information. Our video was an accolade award-winning video. It was called "Win the Invisible War, the Wuhan Virus." Now, we urged people to keep social distancing and wear masks. We warned that the consequences of allowing the virus to spread would be devastating. When the world thought this was nothing but another seasonal flu, we tried to tell you it was not. In February 2020, when the virus outbreak started in Europe, we switched gears and shared what we found in Nostradamus' Book of Prophecy. The first video was released on March 9th, 2020. The same day, we submitted the book titled "Nostradamus on Plague, Is Doomsday Upon Us?" In this book, we shared the 26 predictions that Nostradamus wrote in his 942 predictions prophecy book. And we found, even at that time, that he foretold our fate in such chilling details. The book was released on Amazon and was an instant hit. There were people all over the world reading the book. But the book was taken off the shelves after we uploaded a version with a few corrections. Till this day, we do not understand why Amazon decided to ban this book. It contained nothing other than our original decoding. The correction was to complete a missing chapter that was accidentally left out. And the book, by the way, was very popular with good customer reviews. However, there seemed to be an invisible hand blocking your chance to view the book. I cannot share with you all the important predictions in the 26 prophecies. Actually, quite a few of them have already happened after the release of the book. But I have to tell you what Nostradamus said about the virus cure. Yes, the cure, which we all want to know. He said, milk, frog's blood prepared in Dalmatia, conflict given, plague near Trelia. A great city and a great cry will sound throughout all Slavonia. And then a monster will be born near and within Ravenna. In March, when we searched frog's blood, we found a 2017 research finding that frog's slime contains ingredients capable of killing the H1N1 virus, but it was harmless to humans. Now that was the first proof we had to prove that Nostradamus was indeed onto something with this quote. Then a report in June of 2020, on June 10th to be specific, it showed how Isaac Newton thought toad vomit or dry toad can cure plague. Do you know that toad is a subclassification of frog? I don't know if Newton ever read Nostradamus' book, or that these two geniuses both somehow thought of a frog as a cure for no reason. But if scientists already proved frog slime can kill H1N1, well, why doesn't someone give it a try? In that same prediction, Nostradamus talked about milk. In our banned book and several other books that you can still buy on Amazon, you will find that we are saying that milk can boost the immune system according to WebMD. And then a report in May showed that people with vitamin D deficiency had a higher coronavirus death rate. This finding was confirmed recently on July 2nd. And we were not only the first one to decode this prophecy on plague and milk, but we were the only one. Too bad Amazon had to block our book. Another amazing prediction from Nostradamus comes in Century 3, Quatrain 56. He says, Montauban, Nimes, Avignon, and Béziers, plague, thunder, and hail in the wake of Mars, of Paris Bridge, Lion's Wall, Montpellier, after 673 pairs. This one was worth mentioning, because although we do not know French, we helped decode the true meaning of this. Did you get it? We may not be experts in French, but we know Roman numerals. XXIII means 23. That means 23 pairs. What do you think when you hear 23 pairs? 23 pairs of chromosome, right? So we checked on what does chromosome 6 and 7 control. We did a web search, and you will find chromosome 6 contains the major histocompatibility complex, which contains over 100 genes related to the immune response. Ha ha! The immune system! Ha! And then, what did we find on chromosome 7? Chromosome 7 includes those that help control cell division and cell death, genes for taste and smell receptors, and those involved in immune responses. Again, immune responses. Nostradamus is telling us the key to fight the virus is in our immune system. Our response to the virus. Immune system. Ha! A recent study showed how our immune system is linked to the coronavirus infection rate. In March, the Chinese researched 2,173 infected people and found 38% are of type A blood, compared with the normal 31% of general population, while only 26% have O blood type, when O accounts for about 34% of the public. The same research also found that type A patients also led in death count. Now, this report did not generate much interest till a genome study published in the New England Journal of Medicine on June 17th studied 1,600 COVID-19 patients in Italy and Spain. They found 2 gene variants in 2 regions of the genome. People with these 2 seemed to be more likely to have severe COVID-19 symptoms. One of them, its blood type A blood, had a 45% higher risk of experiencing respiratory failure after contracting COVID-19, while those with type O had a 35% reduction in risk. We found blood type is controlled by chromosome 9. Now, some may jump to say Nostradamus is wrong, as he said 6 and 7 and 100, not chromosome 9. However, our web research showed us that this quote, relationships between blood groups and infectious and non-infectious disease and immunodeficiency abnormalities have also been reported in the literature. End of quote. This research showed what we found so far, and it is pointing to the direction of our immune response. You can keep on ignoring us, but with 240,000 cases every day, going towards the wrong direction in finding a cure, what that will mean? 5,000 more lives lost every day. We can't help but feel sad for everyone. It's hard for the doctors, the patients that lived, and the patients that died. They were powerless to save them when they needed saving the most. We all feel sad also that Nostradamus can see 460 years into the future. But we fail to see what is in front of us.